Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. This can't be real. This can't be real. The last time we saw Caitlin Clark in an Indiana Fever uniform was July 15th. One more time, folks. The last time we saw Caitlin Clark in an Indiana uniform was July 15th. And what did we hear? July 16th, 17th, 18th, August 1st, September 1st, September 15th. What were we hearing from Stephanie Metheny White? We're this close. We're ramping her back up. We're almost there. We're ramping her up. Folks, how are we now at April 17th? Preseason is about a week and a half away, and Stephanie White is still saying we are ramping her up. What are they doing over there in Indiana? What is the training staff doing? What is the physical recovery staff up to? Ooh. It's almost as if you're implying Caitlin Clark isn't 100%, Stephanie. The same Caitlin Clark that I just saw come back rusty and take FIBA World Cup qualifiers MVP, that same person, you're trying to make me believe she needs ramping up. How many times has Caitlin Clark been injured ever in her career? Once. Why are we acting like she is a 40-year-old coming off an ACL tear? If we're ramping her up from an injury that happened July, June, May, who knows? You guys lied to us so much about Caitlin Clark's injury. Is it the quad that we're ramping her up from? Is it the groin that we're ramping her up from? Is it the ankle that we're ramping her up from? Is it all of the mental abuse on the hands of your organization that we're ramping her up from? I'm struggling to understand the logic here. Let's get right into it. Please like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Before we talk about Metheny, before we get into that, let's have a little bit of fun, shall we? Let's have a little bit of fun. Indiana Fever are welcoming their rookies to their dorms. This is what the gift basket looks like for one Justine Pissot. This is what they got for her. We got a couple boxes of seltzer. We got an Indiana Fever gift bag from last year. we have a plant in a plant holder in the shape of a basketball. But don't worry. There are Indiana Fever stickers all over the dorm. So we're really hooking you up with the Indiana Fever stickers. This organization is poverty. Gosh, they really don't know how to conduct themselves, do they? They don't know how to conduct themselves like a first-class organization. But Ben, this is our second-round draft picks. Show them what they did for Raven. Of course they did something better for Raven. Well, well, kinda. So Raven got the same two boxes of seltzer. LaCroix is a good seltzer. I'd rather Polar personally, but LaCroix is okay. They got the same recycled Indy 25 gift bag. So we couldn't custom make them a gift bag. They went through their inventory from last year's All-Star game and said, I know we got a couple of these lying around somewhere. Boom, pulled it out and posted. We got Costco toilet paper. So when they're taking a shit, they're all covered. Oh, how nice. Is this 2-ply? Is this soft? I'm not exactly sure. And I'm a fan of Costco. If we're going to go to Costco, can we get them the viral $12 bag of chicken, that Chipotle char grilled chicken? Can we get them one of those bags? One of those a rotisserie bag of chicken too for like $6? Like a Costco pizza. If we're going to go grab Costco, and I'm a Costco guy, I got a membership and everything. We got to hook them up with the Costco goodies. I don't even think this is 2-ply. I think this is 1-ply toilet paper. You got one Mexican night. Hey, Raven Johnson, you're out of toilet paper, my friend. You're out of toilet paper, my friend. But let's get into something serious, shall we? Just had to throw some quick shots at this organization because we're complainers, right? We're complainers, malicious complainers. Stephanie White talking about load managing. I can't believe I'm fucking saying this out loud. Please don't load manage Caitlin Clark. Please. Please. I understand you guys are scared to death that she'll get injured again. Not scared for her health. You guys aren't. You guys are scared that the ticket sales are going to go down. I understand. After last year, you guys are scared. Oh, damn. A lot of people stopped showing up. You guys are worried about the ticket sales. So you want to make sure that she is as healthy as possible so you can cash in on the ticket sales. I understand. This is what Stephanie White says. Yeah, I think it's new for everybody. I think we got to be smart. She has worked her butt off this whole offseason to prepare herself while you're over there calling college basketball games. So at least somebody's preparing. We have that added advantage, and that she played games in March, right, with USA. And so she has game exposure, she has game pace, she has game rhythm, she has game timing, and so we have that advantage. But we also want to be smart. She doesn't need every rep in practice. Like, we want to continue to ramp her up. What are we ramping her up for? What are we ramping her up from? An injury that happened 9 months ago at this point? 8 months ago? She's 25 years old. She's a spring chicken. She's had 8 months to recover. She's perfectly fine. Why are we ramping her up? I don't understand it. You know, it's a long season, 44 games. And we play a heavy cadence of games in a week. And so we want to be smart in camp and make sure, I don't want to say ease her into it because she's ready for camp, but we want to make sure that we manage the reps and what kinds of reps she's getting just to build her up so that she's ready to go. And we don't have any kind of questions about that. So you guys have questions about whether she's ready to go for the season? Am I reading this right? You guys are questioning whether she can get through a full camp without being injured again? Really? Is this why we went out and got 17 guards? So they all can just take her reps in practice and take her reps in preseason? Folks, if we're this concerned about Caitlin Clark's health, 9 months removed, 8 months removed, oh, she's playing small forward. There's going to be a large portion of every game, one more time, of every game that she's playing small forward because they're scared that having the ball in her hands too much would be detrimental to her health. Meanwhile, Steve Nash always had the ball in his hands. Jason Kidd always had the ball in his hands. Magic Johnson had the ball in his hands. Chris Paul had the ball in his hands. She shoots like Steph Curry, but Steph Curry is not the right analogy. This is Steve Nash. That's the right analogy. Steve Nash with Steph Curry aggression, to me. I could be wrong, but that's how I look at it. Steve Nash with Steph Curry type aggression. If Steve Nash was as aggressive as Steph Curry was, Steve Nash is averaging 25 and 12, easy. Easy in the NBA. You know how many three-point shots Steve Nash passed up on a game-in, game-out basis? You know how many times he would keep his dribble alive underneath the basket when he had a layup, but he'd much rather find the open shooter? If Steve Nash had the same aggression that Steph Curry had, that's Caitlin Clark right there. Not with the range, but you guys get the point. This has me scratching my head and confused. She's not ready yet. Interesting. Very interesting. We're talking about Raven Johnson here. I wanted to give you a chance to kind of add on to something that I saw you saying this week and when you were talking about the draft and just the players coming out and the coaching they got from Dawn Staley. And I could tell that you have great respect for the way she prepares her players. Not just maybe the style in which they play, but also the discipline that they have to have. I talked to Kelly a little bit about this, but how much for you also do you factor that in when you're bringing a player in terms of the background that they have had, that they've been coached? Dawn Staley's never had a player that she's recruited as a guard be an all-star. This is wild. Yeah, I think we have to think about the way that they've been coached, the way that they've been challenged, the systems that they've been in. Does it prepare them to be great in the pros? Does it prepare them to be ready in the rotation or not? What does the trajectory look like when you draft them? And certainly, when you want players who have been challenged, who have been coached, and when you think about a point guard playing for, one of the best point guards of all time in Dawn Staley, you know that she's going to see the game a certain way. She's going to expect something out of you because she was one of the best to do it. And so when you're challenged on a day-to-day basis, the way that Raven was challenged, I think that it's a great opportunity for us to, that she's going to be ready. Now she's going to be a rookie and she's going to go through things, but in terms of what it means to be coached, what it means to be challenged, what it means to be ready on the defensive end of the floor, what it means to be prepare and compete. The thing I love that she said all the time is I want to win, and that's all she's done in her career. What I think in her career in high school and college, she's lost 11 games. One to CC, something crazy like that. I mean, that's insane. So they're really harping on this Raven Johnson being a winner thing. Nothing about how they're going to integrate her, nothing about how they're going to utilize her, just because she played for Dawn Staley and she's a winner. Shoot me now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. See you next time, and as always,